Hello there and welcome. This is Reverend John Kenny. I'm pastor of Third Baptist Church, and I'm also a part of the Virginia School for the Deaf and Blind Community Advocate Group. Thank you for visiting us today, and thank you for taking the time to hear what we have to share with you. I want to give you two highlights, two updates, if you will. First of all, some of you all may have heard that we, as a group, several months ago, we registered to become, or applied rather, to become a registered neighborhood organization. The paperwork has gone through. We were approved several months ago. And in the process of being approved up until now, as a group, we wanted to strategize and think of a very unique name for ourselves that would be concise and be short and be simple and would also speak to the greater purpose and greater focus that we have as a group in the Greater With community. After meetings and conversations and sharing, we have come up with the name of Bridge Builders. Bridge Builders, with a tagline that says, building bridges, connecting lives. Because we believe that a part of our calling in this hour in our community is to bridge the community together, to bridge leadership and community, to bridge plans with ideas, to bring us all together, to be able to have one concise and holistic community as opposed to being fragmented as things may have been in the past. So that's our new name, Bridge Builders. If you call us the Virginia School for the Deaf and Blind Community Advocate Group, we know who you're talking about. But to make it simple and concise, we are now known as Bridge Builders. Tagline, building bridges, connecting lives. Because it's important for us to understand that we are all in this journey together. That when we look at our city, when we look at Hampton, it should not be one community over here and one community over there. It should be all of us linked together, trying to accomplish one overall goal. Communities and leadership linked together, trying to accomplish one overall objective, and that is to make the entirety of Hampton a better place. For so many years, we've been ignored and discounted in some people's hearts and minds and overlooked. And some of the things we see around us may not always have been what we've desired. But now we're coming alongside each other and we're trying to do just that. We're trying to be bridge builders. We don't want to tear anything down. We want to make sure that things are constructed with everybody in mind. So please make note of that change. You'll see it from time to time. You'll see it on our YouTube channel. You'll see it in some of the correspondence that we send out to you. So please, if you want to join us in our effort to build bridge and connect lives, we meet every third Tuesday at 7:00 p.m. And if you're interested in joining us via Zoom for those meetings, the email address will be in the link of this, is in the description field rather of this video. All you have to do is click on that link and we'll send us your email address, and I'll make sure that you get a link to the Zoom meeting so you can share with us in our meetings every third Tuesday at 7:00 p.m. Now, for something major upcoming, some of you may have heard that there is this carousel project that's being taken place or initiated by the Downtown Hampton Development Partnership. And they have asked City Council they've asked City Council to move this carousel to another location in order to make room for a larger waterfront park. There's going to be a meeting taking place on this upcoming Thursday in person at 6:30 p.m. at the Hampton Roads Convention Center in rooms 106 and 107. Now, why am I telling you this? Because what on the backdrop of that, there has been money earmarked as a part of the Rescue Plan Act, money earmarked for infrastructure development, infrastructure attendance, if you will, about $11 million. And we want to, and that money has already been designated for infrastructure work. And so what we want to see done is we want to see that money not to be used to support a project for either building something new or moving an existing artifact, but we want to see that money used to address the infrastructure in the neighborhoods. We want to see that $11 million used for the purposes that the city has designated for it to be used by. Amen. So that's important for us to be able to be there to share our voices and to share our concerns. Because in the website, it's been stated that the city has committed that $11 million for infrastructure work. And we want to make sure that we hold them to task and that that money is not to be used for anything outside of the basic needs of our community. Building bridges, connecting lives. Now, it's important for us to be able to make a presence and show our face in this important meeting. Because if you don't show your face, if you don't voice your concerns or make your voices heard, then quite often silence means agreement. And we want to make sure that as we move forward in any endeavor that pertains to the city and the community, that all the stakeholders are around the table at every opportunity to voice their concerns. The meetings are being planned, the meetings are being held. And so what we don't want for the meetings to take place and then there's nobody there to voice their concerns, because then that would be an excuse not to have future meetings. So in order to make sure that we are heard and to make sure that we voice our concerns, we need to be at these meetings. So mark your calendars. The 23rd, this upcoming Thursday at 6:30 p.m. at the Hampton Roads Convention Center, rooms 106 and 107, there's going to be community discussions about the future of the historic carousel that now exists on the waterfront downtown Hampton. And your voice is important. Please don't let anybody think your voice is not worth something, because it is. So make plans to be there the 23rd. Voice your concerns and let our city officials know that we want to see the word that you said you would do honored, and use the money allocated for infrastructure to be used for infrastructure and not for anything else. And if there's no plan for that particular area, then why are we even addressing potential movement of a carousel? So these are the things that we have to begin to think about and to begin to focus our attention on. So as you consider where you are, as you consider where we are, consider where we would like to be. And we would like to be a larger community, building bridges, connecting lives. So come alongside, join us, join your brother and your sister, join those in the community, and help us let our voices be heard so that we can in turn at least let it be made known what we desire as tax-paying residents of the city of Hampton. I hope and pray you're there. Again, there's going to be the email for bridge builders. Amen. Our registered neighborhood organization, there's going to be the email address in the description link, as well as some information about the Downtown Hampton plan that you can click on the link and see the presentation that is being planned for the waterfront downtown. Amen. So be informed, and that you might also be educated, because there's nothing worse than being uninformed and not knowing what's taking place in your own backyard. This has been Reverend Kenny, and on behalf of Bridge Builders, aka the Virginia School for the Deaf and Blind Community Advocate Group, thank you for your time today, and we look forward to walking alongside you, joining you, locking arms with you as we continue to do the work for the larger community, building bridges, connecting lives. Until then, peace.